street over here. Like, look over here. Uh, why didn't this mic want to? My other mic has been giving me problems. I don't know. It didn't want to connect. But we're here. And for today, I would just like to say hi, welcome everyone. And yeah, I'm just here trying to get a proper sitting position. And it is because I was set and I had seated myself comfortably, even my pillow was comfortably positioned. But I was trying to talk, but then the mic was not working. So I just wish, because I didn't want to use, these things. I have a new hairstyle. It's now even going old. I didn't want to spoil it further, but clearly those ones or that other mic didn't want to work. So I'm here with these ones, the headphones. And today I just thought maybe if I call my friends and we sit around the table and we talk about truth, it won't be a bad thing. So that is why I am here now. I'm here now, and I haven't had a stream in a while, man. Not in a very, very long time, but in a while. And today is one of the days. It's very chilly today. So I thought, because I'm inside, why can't we just chat a little bit? Let us talk a bit about this and that and the other. This and that and the other, while we also talking about the coldness of this winter. Sure, it's getting colder and colder in South Africa right now, or in the southern part of Africa. So I just thought, you know what? Let me and my friends be here to chat a bit about yonke into. Let's chat a bit about everything. But mainly, let's chat about the truth. When I said let's talk about the truth, I thought a little bit about how there's many things happening and how people would want to say things to another. But I guess it's about how you say it, man. People don't need to be rude to each other, and mainly because a lot of people are going through stuff and not a lot of people are aware. What I'm trying to say is that there are so many things that people are going through. However, people are busy with their stuff to actually notice that other people are going through stuff, if you understand what I mean. And so my thing is, when I say let's talk about the truth, mainly I was meaning to say let's talk about how to tell the truth to other people. So if you want to say something to me, don't just go and let insensitive words out. And I don't mean to say, in you telling the truth, you have to blanket a lot of things. You can say it however you want to say it, but just think of other person's emotions, man. Think of other person's emotions. Because, as I said, we all go through a lot. We all go through stuff, but it all depends on how you carry your weight. We all carrying weights, and I've said this before. I've said before that we are all carrying different weights. Excuse me, as I'm trying to position this um, pillow so I can, you know. But anyway, at the end of the day, we are all carrying a lot of weight around our shoulders. It all depends on how you're carrying or how heavy your weight is. But the main thing um, that I always want to preach is be kind, because you don't know what people are going through. You may want to tell a person the truth about whatever whatever what's the word I'm looking for, whatever the situation. I think I was looking for situation as a word. You may want to tell somebody the truth about the situation, but it is about your presentation. In my last stream, I said, somebody said, how long are you intending to go on like that? But it's not necessarily about what they're saying, it's about how they are saying it. And that is very, very important, because you can ask me the same question that another person asked me yesterday, or they will ask me tomorrow. But it's all in how you're saying it. Equally, in talking, I've layered up, eh? It's cold today. It's very, very cold in South Africa at the moment, as I said. So it's about how you say your stuff to people. You will be saying to a person whatever you'll be saying without realizing what they are going through, or without realizing what is happening around them. So it is best you consider how would you feel? What would you say if somebody says that to you? So it's all in the presentation. And as I say, there are ways in which you can tell people truth without hurting their feelings. And I have been doing a little bit of research here and there, not exactly a lot of research like that, but I've read and listened to a lot of people talking about how to tell the truth, talking about how to present the truth to people without hurting their feelings. And there are people who have actually selected maybe steps, I would call steps in how to tell a person the truth. And so the other person would say you start by building a relationship with a person before you can even feel like you're on Saseka. Oh my god, what a surprise. A friend just stopped by. Oh my god. Wish I can hear a voice. Thank you so much for stopping by, my darling. Um, so as I was saying, there are ways in which I'm so excited to see your face that I'm getting distracted. Much love to you, my sweetheart. Thanks for stopping by. And I was talking about one of the 7 ways in which you can tell a person the truth. And you, my darling, are one of the people that will just say it the way you want to say it. And I guess that is why you and I have connected on a level that we have connected on. Um, you know, You're my crazy friend. So you would just say it the way you want to say it. And but it is because like they say, like they say, I'm laughing because this friend of mine is the craziest. I love her. She's one of the people who just say it the way it is without even thinking twice. So with this one, it is as I was still trying to say. You first start by building a relationship with a person. So her and I have very strong type of relationship. I know when she says something, she won't even care. She will just feel like you either take it or you leave it. And if you are narrow-minded, you might hate Lorraine, but she's one of the most lovable person I know, and one of the most honest people I know. So, um, mostly this one of building relationships will work on personal relationships a little bit. But if you are a media person, and there are a lot of them that are spoken about on a daily basis, and people would be saying things. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's just a made up story, but it all depends on how fearful those people are. I'm talking about the media people, the online community. So, good afternoon, brother Jeffrey. Thank you so much for stopping by. I like to see you here. And so, as I was saying, thank you for stopping by, brother Jeffrey Ngosa. So you build relationships with people. There's ways of relating to people. There are ways of saying things to people. But you see, this one here, good friend of mine, this one, she's not gonna want to know how I'm gonna take it. She's gonna say it and laugh. If I look like I'm hurting, she's laughing. I'm gonna end up laughing along. But that is exactly what it is. So the step one to being able to talk or to tell the truth towards somebody is for you to make sure that the relationship that you have with people is strong enough for you to take, the truth from that other person. I have 5 million people in the house. That is so interesting. Thank you so much, guys. So, um, I'm sipping on something warm because, as I already said, it's very cold outside. It's very cold today. And so eventually, when you are a person, you will get used to being told the truth. And earlier I was mentioning that if you are narrow-minded personally, you're going to take it too personal. You're going to think people are labeling you. You're going to, be too personal about things. But it's absolutely nothing to do with it. Because if you yourself are a person who is judgmental, then you will think everybody's judging you. But sometimes it's the truth that you want to hear or that you have to hear. If you're going through a particular change in your life and you actually want to grow out of that, you will definitely want somebody who will be honest with you. That's the word that maybe I would want to use and say, just be honest or accept honesty coming from people. Understand the fact that the truth will come out anyway. That is the fact that a lot of people don't understand that. Even if we don't tell you, we talk about you, the truth will come out anyway, you know. So, if I'm trying to make a burner of something here, because as I'm presenting this, I'm also trying to learn something. If you've used StreamYard before, you will know that there's always a lot to learn on these streets of YouTube. So the point I was making earlier was that You should know that the truth will come out anyway. The truth will, it's a fact that you need to understand that it will come out ultimately. The truth will come out eventually. So be open to a person saying to you, this, that, and the other. Do not take it personal. So I have been sitting here trying to talk about that or talking about that we start by building relationships. We start by building strong relationships. And I was making an example of a friend of mine who I know personally. But even if a person, you don't know a person personally, somehow through emotions, the distance between us can actually create that thing of knowing each other. And you know that, for example, you can't say anything or you can't comment anything on Brother Jeffrey's channel without him saying thank you, without him commenting back and saying, you're welcome. This is just an example to say already you can sense the vibe from this person. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. So, creating strong relationships is number one on the list of how to tell truth to people. You carry on to be a consistent truth teller, consistently saying it as it is. However, I jotted something down earlier and I said, at the end of the day, you do not have to be rude going on about it. You know, you can tell a person the truth, you can be consistent in telling the truth, but be empathetic. So if you want to be that person who is a consistent truth teller to somebody, practice being empathetic. Practice asking yourself, how would I feel if somebody said this to me? How would I, the what would so and so say kind of question. It will help you become a better version of yourself. You know, people sit on their couches and they chat about other people and they talk. You know, you can be saying something to somebody and be misunderstood. And yes, brother Jeffrey, I see that you are acknowledging what I'm saying about you. And it's something that I picked up as I'm watching or going through your videos and going through how you respond to, your the comments on your channel. It clearly tells me that you are a person with you're relatable. You like to relate to a person. You don't want a person talking to themselves. And if a person said something to you, you need to say something back so that they can see that you are with them. And that is very, very, very lovely, And so I said, and I thought, okay, mainly the reason why I actually thought of this topic, it's something that does I don't even talk about. I'm not a commentary channel, but there's a lot of people that are talking about each other on this YouTube street that we're living on, and people will be talking about each other's personal things, end up dragging each other to court, or end up hating each other unnecessarily, only because somebody was saying the truth, just not in a good way. Just not in a way where another person would be accepting of that. So, first of all, a person would be saying, have you validated whatever you're saying about me? And that is the fact. You need to validate or don't talk about other people. Do not talk things that you don't know. Or, even after validating, be empathetic in presenting your story, whatever the truth is. Be consistent in saying true things about other people. You need to put yourself at a level where you want to perform the same way. And people don't understand that performance or performing does not necessarily mean doing something physically. It can be also, as I say, you become consistent in telling your truth. So you become consistent in saying things the way you're saying it. Learn to be empathetic. Learn to think. I've seen many a times people saying, be kind because you never know what another person is going through. People are going through a lot, and we are all going through a lot. A lot of us are carrying very heavy loads. So, in you telling your truth, be empathetic. Think of what this person could be going through. And in telling the truth, there are risks involved, you know. Uh, and the risk in this case might be that you are saying something to the right thing at a person to a person at the wrong time. So it is the right thing, it is the truth, um, but the timing is wrong, the presentation is wrong. You just went out and opened your mouth without thinking. And it's either you will see people confronting each other or you'll see people stopping to talk to each other. So you need to, as a person, understand that sometimes you'll do it wrong. But taking the opportunity to practice, saying things, saying a certain way, will make it more natural every time. The more you say it that way, the more natural it will become. And the more we don't live to be liked by people, but at least try to be an acceptable person to the community. Be a caring person. If you have that caring nature, people will just navigate towards your podium, towards you in life. And that's what I thought, what? Hello, hi. Hi there, Naomi. Thank you, my sweetheart. Thanks for the thumbs up. And you and I had a chat about the banners the other time, but we never took it further. Stuff happened. Well, but we shall still talk. You still owe me a class of doing banners, but I'm yeah, I'm taking everything one step at a time. You know. So I was trying to talk about the 7 ways or 7 steps that you can follow to tell the person the truth that you want to say. However, it's not like I practice or I want you to do them that way. It's just an idea of how, as always in life, we say we learn as we go, you know. And thank you so very much, my darling friend. Thank you. I'm going to try and be as consistent as I used to be before now. And I'm very happy to have you in the house as well, man. So yes, thanks, Naomi. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And one step at a time, one step at a time. I kept on saying, guys, I will bounce back. I will bounce back. It's not easy. It wasn't easy, but look at me now. I managed to wake up to be here on a cold day like this. I said, Vandag should be the day. Today should be the day. So thank you so much for welcoming back, Naomi. Um, I'm busy sipping on. I made some coffee, and it's in a teapot. So I'm gonna refill it a while. This one is a bit cold now because before I was struggling to get the my microphone to work. I ended up using these earphones, which it's okay, but I didn't want to use these ones. So I took a while trying to figure them out until I just didn't figure them out. I'll have to work it out after here. But I'm back to using these ones. And Naomi saying she's happy that I'm back. Yeah, man. I know, darling. I know. I've been saying, and I have been like my topic now saying, tell the person the truth. So don't say to me, how long are you going to be like this for? The first person, that is cold. That is very cold to people, to another person. So if somebody is going through something, give a person time to go through that, filter it out their system. It happens. It happens. So anyway, The third thing that I wanted us to maybe want, or that I wanted to say, was that you need to redirect your truth, especially if you notice that whatever you said or however you said it didn't sit well with somebody. Be that person that is not, don't be proud to embarrass other people. So if you realize that I was trying to say something, I was trying to be advisable to somebody, but they didn't take it well, don't be afraid to redirect, because as it is, it's either they are going to be hurt or embarrassed, or they may be portrayed, if you were not saying it to their ears, because there are other times where you telling somebody something about somebody. Yes, it's true, but is it really true? So in a way, don't say it in a way that will embarrass that person or will demean that person, you know. So if you find yourself having said something like that to somebody, don't be, don't play that big in a small town that you can't redirect and say, I realize that I've hurt your feelings, you know, and explain why you said it that way, if you have to, or if there's a chance. Doesn't sometimes if there's no chance to correct whatever that you said, and especially because they say you can say a word to a person and it will sit forever. But if you point a finger to me, I might forget in a month that you've ever pointed to me. But if you say something, it may stay. So if you see it necessary to go and actually set the record straight, just go and redirect. Go and redirect. Be humble. Go and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Obviously, this cannot work in all situations, but at least you can try, you know. So we learn by making mistakes. We fall. So if, as I say, it was something that you did without realizing, and you had somebody, go back and redirect and humble yourself before that person and say, I didn't mean it that way. And as a result, you may heal somebody, you may help them to move from grief to healing. You know, the way I was going through something and somebody asks me, how long do you think you're going to be like this? What do you mean? What do you even mean? But they didn't. I still say, I said in the last video, and I'm still saying, I don't think it was coming from a bad place in their heart. No, they thought they are helping. So there's nothing wrong in redirecting and saying, you know what, let me go and correct whatever I said to that person. There's nothing wrong in so doing. So, thank you. Thanks, Naomi. Are you at work? I haven't even asked because, as you can see, I'm at home. I couldn't wake up this morning. I was a bit under the weather. And in fact, even yesterday, yeah, even yesterday, it's just that yesterday I was a little bit worse. And so I'm drinking mint tea here just to try and Chinoa, how are you, my darling? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming by. It's 15:53 here. Where are you? Are you not in? I thought you're in Namibia. Are we not on the same timeline? Mhm. Or is that how you greet evening? Because we will say good evening around six down, around dark. When it starts to get dark, that's when we start calling it the evening. At this point, we will say good afternoon. Nami says yes, I missed work was off yesterday, had tonsils. Oh God, are you sorted? At least you didn't sit for long with that pain. I'm glad you got sorted and back to work. Hey, guys, especially this period of winter. It's winter in South Africa, and you know we get. As I say, I'm also having this tea just to clear. Yesterday I was also not good. I just could. I felt like just want to be in bed. And I'm still under medication, which I will decide how long I'll be on that for. and it makes me sleep. So I was just enjoying being in bed and feeling warm. And by the way, the quickest way to fix the cold is by actually wearing warm and being um, inside the blankets. Otherwise, you made lots of muti. I don't know if it will still be relevant for you, but they say it's best you operate them, as in you remove them. But they always say it's better if you do it while the child is small. So in your case, if you could do them when, or they could have operated them off when you were small, I wonder if at the moment it will still work. But I'm glad that you are much better today, my sweetheart. Yeah, lots of gargling or with salt water. By the way, I never have tonsils, eh? But my daughter does have them. So I know that we will be gargling with warm water. I know this thing of they saying that you should operate on them, but I didn't do it. It's as that when she was little, they were not too much. She wasn't getting, them so much. Even now, I don't even we haven't established what triggers them. But yeah, it's good if you had something to remedy the situation. Sorry. Um, yeah, so I was talking about redirecting emotions of somebody. If you realize that you have hurt somebody, you can help a situation by redirecting the message and saying, that's not how I meant it. This is what I mean. And that is being humble at the same time. Humble yourself before somebody and say, I'm sorry if you need to. So the truth is something that we all have to say. The truth is something that we all want to hear, but not in a rude way. There are so many ways that you can put your truth to. And one of the many things is humbling yourself as you say it, you know, because the sound of your voice can actually suggest that you are being rude or that you are being insultive or attacking to somebody. Whereas you inside, you feel like, no, I was just saying, you know. And so if a person does not know you, they will, hi, Josie, 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 Josie. Hello, my sweetheart. I'm always happy to see Josie. So, there are people that when you see them, you get so excited, your voice even goes high. And I was still talking about how you'll be talking the truth to a person, and for some reasons, because of the pitch of your voice, people think you're rude, and it turns out that actually you are not being rude. You know, Jeffrey, uh, Josie saying hello. Yeah. Now I'm trying. I'm trying, my sister. I'm trying hard. I am here. I, I love it because you know yourself. We both know each other. I know that, and when I say to you guys, Lorraine is my personal friend, and she's one crazy friend of mine. She will say it as it is. If there's somebody who tells the truth, one of the people that I know in my life, it is her. But guess what? Her and I have never had a day where we fight. Why? I know that she says things not to hurt me, and I know that she says things not to hurt anybody. But you see, she's saying she knows that she's guilty of the tone of her voice. She can speak loud. She can speak so loud. And as I said earlier, she will be telling your truth and laughing at you. So if you're going to be hurt sitting there feeling pitiful towards yourself, she laughs. So her and I understand each other on that level, which is why in the beginning I said, um, Brother Geoffrey is sending the hellos, Lorraine, my Saseka, my beautiful flower. Okay, okay, I understand, Naomi. I know it's time to go home. Thank you so much for stopping by. Askis, I know, babe. I know. I don't wish to be you. Naomi is saying don't drive home. I know. However, I'm glad that I'm here sipping on something. Hmm? Keeping warm from within. And I hope those tonsils get sorted. That muti that you drank yesterday, go home and drink a lot of it. Thank you so much for stopping by, my sweetie. So yes, the pitch of your voice might be very, very insulting to people without you realizing, because of the sound, the pitch, the way you say it might sound as though you are taking or insulting somebody. You know, if you are a friend and we don't want to hear the "I told you so" stories. If you find something out about something in somebody's relationship, you don't go, but I told you that guy is gonna do that to you. And I'm actually even molding it up. But there are people, Lauren is one of the friends that would say to me, and she would laugh at me while I mellowing in that pain. And she's just that, that's her natural self. So generally, make sure that the person that you are saying such things to, they know the type of person that you are. You also know how they will take it. For me, when my friend Lorraine says that to me, she knows that I'm not gonna take it personally. And even if I get personal, she will laugh at me. She will just move on. You know, she's the one who keeps it moving. But at the end of the day, we want to be to not be insultive towards other people. There's a way, there's always a way to say something in a loving manner, in a humble manner, if you know the truth. You want to start by controlling your emotions yourself. Be sincere towards another person, and in that way you're going to be layering them or trying to cushion them. For if the example that I've used, you can't come and tell me I told you he's going to cheat on me. At least try to layer it somehow. Give me a soft landing of sorts. Be sincere when you say it. You know, um, there are many examples that I can use, because at that time that is not the right time to insult or to tear down the situation, or to, it's not time for the "I told you so's." And it might cause pain. You see, like I told you, somebody said, "How long am I intending to be like this for?" It might cause pain to a little bit extent, to say, "But doesn't this person know that I'm going through something?" Yes, they know, but so what? You know? And yes, they know, but life goes on. So it is actually that thing that you have to go through it to understand it sometimes. And once you are through it, you will know never to say that to a person. You know, it is like going to a dentist where they cause pain to you by plugging or pulling out that tooth or extracting it. It is very, very painful. But they do that in order to relieve your pain. So if a person is telling you the truth, they are saying it in a way to relieve your pain, to say, be well, get well, move away from that relationship because it's hurtful to you, it's hurting you, you know. And when you look at the dentist, you might even want to ask, do you enjoy your job? Do you enjoy seeing people in pain? They don't enjoy seeing people in pain. But unfortunately, that is the route to go. That is the only way to go. You cause They cause you that pain in order to relieve your toothache, you know. And so as I say, I want us to, when we share the truth to somebody, try to be like that. Try not to, hi there, Lulu, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. So when we say the truth, say it in a way where, you know, in a similar fashion as a dentist, you are performing something there as a dentist, it's painful. However, at the end of the whole activity, the person will be out of the toothache pain. So if you're telling me the truth, say it in a way where even if I hurt at the minute. And don't say it if you know it's going to hurt me. Don't say it and leave me. Thank you, Josie. Thank you, my darling. So don't say it in a way that will hurt me and leave me. At least, as I said, create a cushion of sorts. Say it. If I get hurt, be there to say, but that's not how I meant it. Even sometimes you don't have to, sometimes you don't have to be told by somebody that you your head. I'm being distracted by a phone call. I don't know if I'll be able. So anyway, Lulu, Jeffrey said hi. So guys, if you haven't connected, let's connect and grow. You both are my friends. I love you both. I hope we have each other, and this is how we do it. This is exactly how we do it. So you say something to me, but you cushion it. Give me a soft landing of sorts. Don't just drop a bombshell and expect me to live through it because I may not. I may not, you know. So at times, hence I said earlier, you need to go through it to understand how it feels like. So if, for example, you want to tell me about my ordeal, what I'm going through, and say something relatable, related to, so you can tell a story that is related to that. You can be creative in trying to say so and so took a long time grieving, and this is what happened, whatever the case may be. Whatever the message that you want to use, you may want to illustrate a certain story, of the person that you know, either the person that you know or yourself. And I do have people who do that to me, and I really, really, truly appreciate that. To say, a person doesn't just say to me, hey, get over it. They actually are saying, I have been there. I know it can take long. Or, I don't know what you're going through, but I know somebody who has. Yes, it may have taken them long to pass this, but it will pass someday. And I've said on one of my videos that I didn't, in the first place, in the beginning of, in my very, very early stages, I didn't want to hear words such as it will be okay, because at that time I would just break down and cry and felt like, no, it's not okay. Why are you telling me it's going to be, what is going to make it okay? Because already now it's not okay. But with time, it is true when they say, Nako ea fodisa, time heals. Time really truly heals. So with time passing, with me talking to different people, with going on every day, waking up every day, you get used to either living with pain, or the pain just gets eliminated. Is it alleviated or eliminated? But the pain, my phone keeps on going off, and it's people that don't even know that I'm on a live. It's two different people calling, and they don't even know what I'm doing. Mm, so they don't know that they're distracting me, but it's okay. So that is the thing. And I was still saying, relate a story. Use yourself as an example, or use somebody that you know as an example. Not just, hi, I understand how you feel. How do you understand how I feel when you have both parents? You don't know my pain. How do you understand how I feel when you have never lost a child? When I talk to a person, I can never ever say, I know how you feel if they've lost a child, for example. God forbid. It's death is something dark, man. People, we shouldn't even go through that. Nobody should go through that. However, unfortunately, it is the reality of things. So I can never ever say to somebody, I know how you feel. I understand your pain. Why? I don't. That means I'm lying to that person. I don't know how they feel. All I think, I suspect, is that it is unbearable. And sometimes it's best to even be quiet. Sit quietly next to me. our sense. Why do you think people have such good relationships with dogs? Yet dogs don't speak. Dogs don't understand um, human uh, languages. It is because there is that thing in silence. Sometimes, if you sit next to me and we are silent, I can sense, I know that this person feels my pain. This person is with me through this. And this pain can be anything. We lose relationships, we lose friendships, we lose love relationships even. And I always say on when I make my videos, I always say on this channel, we talk about all of these types of relationships. So sometimes when a person went through something, and as I was saying earlier, you don't come and say, I saw your man cheating, I saw your lady cheating. No. Sometimes just be quiet. A person will notice that you feel their pain and you are there with them. And it will mean so much. It will definitely mean so much. So going forward, as I said, I'm not going through them step by step as they are because it's not necessarily a book of life, that after Genesis comes, whatever the book that follows Genesis, yeah, it's not a book of life. We are just trying to help each other and to help each other carry the load. So I was saying, if you use your story, you tell somebody that I went through this. If it's a pain that you've been through, if you've extracted a tooth before, tell a person it may seem as though they are hitting you with a hammer. The pain is so unbearable. However, after all is said and done, you will sleep at night because by far, at this age, most of us know that it is actually more, the truth becomes more painful at night. I don't know why. In fact, pains become more painful at night. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah, pain is just something like that. It's so bad at night. So use your example and say, I know that you are going through that, Mari. Just know that after all is said and done, you will pass. Don't come and say, why do you want to act like you're a child? You're not a child. You don't do that to people. You don't say to people, and so what if you are going through, you know. And I always, as I said earlier, the fact of the matter is the truth will ultimately come out. It will finally come out. So, whatever that you are going through as a human, it may be for me something that I feel like I can deal with this. To you, it will be something like, oh my God, this is so heavy on my heart. So it depends on how I say it, how we know each other. It depends on a number of things. I see my battery is going down. I want to just quickly grab a charger and put it on because it can just go off. I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. I'm not ready to say goodbye yet to you guys. I'm going to quickly grab a charger. I'm coming back. Oh, yes, like I was saying, I had to go put the to put my this laptop on the charger. Otherwise, it was gonna go off while I'm still busy talking to you, while I'm still busy enjoying the fact that I'm with you, my good friends. So yes, we're here. We're still talking about the truth that can mean or be anything to different people. The truth that I don't want to mention names, but I was saying earlier that at times we're talking to our or about our celebrities. It's things that could have been settled without the drama. Yeah, these people like drama. And it's, as I say, if maybe it's not necessarily about what was said, it's how it was said. So you say the truth about somebody, but do you really have proof? You say the truth about somebody, but are you empathetic in saying so? Are you thoughtful in saying so? If somebody can say that to you, what would you do? How would you react? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, other people actually, I had positioned myself better before. So now that I had to go and take the charger now, again, I have my pillow has ears and all. But anyway, we here. And I appreciate everybody who stopped by. I wish people don't forget to thumbs up this live stream. That's how we grow, as you guys know. And so where was I before I went to get the charger? I was saying, um, it's best you use a story that you have been through something, and so that that person can feel, first of all, they don't feel alone, they don't feel like only them are going through something. You take them through what you have been through before you can present what you need to say to them, you know. And pain has visited us all in many ways, in different ways. So nobody can tell me, but I didn't have a story to tell. There's nobody who doesn't have a story. We all have stories to tell, you know. And at some points in your life, you might want to think you feel stupid by telling your story, but no, you don't. You are not. Mm, checking this. My phone has been going off uncontrollably. But yeah, so it is what it is. You try and relate a story to a person. You try and say things will work out. You know. Um. So there was a point before when I was talking where I was saying that there is power in silence. They call it a non-verbal communication. And with practice over time, you will realize that it works. Sometimes it works better than when you are using the words, because depending on the tone and the pitch of your voice, depending on how you say things, you may hurt a person that is already hurting. So, in order for you to avoid that, rather practice to be as non-verbal as possible if you know that you're not good with words. There are people who can't do that. But despite anything else, it is okay if a person is not that type of person who can keep quiet. Let them be, but always try to be empathetic towards other people. You know. So I was trying to say the non-verbals. At times, other people either will come and sit with you quietly, others will buy you something that you like, or make something that you like in terms of cooking, baking. buying you a chocolate. They know that if I present you with it, somehow there is communication in that gesture. They giving you that chocolate, you will understand that you know what, this chocolate or the cookies that this person baked, they're trying to soothe my soul because they know that cookies make me happy. That is why in the beginning I spoke about establishing relationships with people. If you establish a relationship with a person, you will know what makes them happy. You will know what makes them satisfied. So if you're trying to get to um, the heart to heart with a person, if you present them with something they like, they might just loosen up, you know, and they might just tell you what they are really thinking, you know. And a non-verbal communication, a person can actually read your face, and eyes talk loosely, and most of the time people will say a person smiles with their eyes. It's not only a smile that can be passed through eyes, even pain. Even if a person is not crying, you can see through. Like they always say, the eyes are the windows to your soul. A person will know what you are thinking by looking at you. So if a person is next to you and they can see through you, or they look through to you, they see that you're not in a good space, you're not in a, they can tell you're not in a good mood by just looking at you. But instead of saying a lot of things, oh, Kelly Sons, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are there. It is a late afternoon here by us. I'm not sure what time is it in Germany, but thank you for stopping by. We are happy to have you in the house. So the non-verbals are very, very, very comforting at times. You know, you bake me something, you bake a person something, you cook something for somebody. That non-verbal gesture might just comfort them. And as I was saying, they may open up, they may be so happy because whatever that you gave them, that chocolate, that ice cream made them so happy that they actually let their guard down and they tell you how they really feel. Either that or you will read through their face and see so and so is not happy today, you know. And you may think, but it's just soup. You know, like I keep saying it's cold today, and that's why I'm sipping on something. That warm cup of soup, to somebody, it might be such a comforting gesture. They will actually tell their loved ones about it and say, you know, he made me coffee, he made me soup, she brought me soup to work, something like that. You know, and that is some ways of showing appreciation that you love that person, of communicating that you care for that person. And ultimately, if there's a truth that you need to tell the person in terms of what they are grieving about, what they are going through, or whatever they are doing that you think is wrong, by so doing, you comfort their soul to the extent that they can actually open up. You might actually understand why they're doing whatever they're doing. You know, I'm a hugger myself. So a non-verbal, one of the non-verbal gestures that a person can do, just hug me tight and keep me there. Somehow when a heart beats, you might sense that I'm relaxing, or when I breathe, you will feel that I'm relaxing, or whatever the case may be. And we differ as people. So as I said earlier, that we 4:23 p.m. So if it's 4:23 p.m., that means we are on the same timeline. That's good to hear. Kelly Sans, this you I'm talking to, my darling friend. So somehow you will know by those comforting gestures that you communicated. The heartbeats, you know, a heart can beat at the same time, But it takes a lot of practice to feel that. It takes a lot of tight hug. As I said, I'm a hugger and I'm a tight hugger. And there's communication in that, deep communication in that, you know. So in that way, you make a person feel safe. You allow the person to share whatever the truth that they are going through. And in so doing, with them opening up, you also, you're welcome, my brother Kelly. You, in so doing, you are also getting deep through them. Like I said, the eyes are the windows to people's souls. So it's either you look them through the eye, you hug them. Personally, I'm a hugger. I love it when people give me strong, tight hugs. I appreciate it a lot. And then you give me that, you may just know, you may just have opened up to into my world. You will know my reality. And in that, if depending on whatever I'm going through, if I cry through it, that will then tell you she's hurting. But if I keep a relaxed mood, still it'll be a communication to say she's fine. And if I say to you, I'm okay, some people don't want to talk. Some people don't want to discuss what they're going through. But if they tell you, I'm okay, believe them. Believe them and let them be. It's not only about believing, because if I say believe them, it's as though there's a chance that they might be lying or whatever. No, it is to give them that chance to say, may they be. Just let people be sometimes. And by the non-verbal gestures, you are, yes, you're letting somebody be. However, you are communicating. There's a strong message that you're communicating to say, I know what you're going through, without having to say that. Without having to say that. Please don't forget to thumbs up, guys. Please don't forget to thumbs up this video, and taking your time out to come and have a few minutes with me means so much to me. And here's what we are talking about. One of the things that we're talking, a non-verbal gesture. The fact that you take your time out. And it doesn't mean people who don't come by does not love me, does not care, they don't have the truth in their spirit. It means we're busy, we're adults, there are many things that are happening. Do you understand? We do understand. So anyway, I said I'm not gonna say these things in no particular order. It's things that we know, and if you listen closely, it's things that happen. Everything. It's things that you also were like, yeah, I've always done that. Because sometimes other things just come naturally. You know, you will meet me and you give me a tight hug without even me telling you that I'm a hugger. I'm a tight hugger. I love hugs without me telling you. The universe somehow can vibrate towards that and let you know that this one is a hugger. This one likes to be hugged tightly. The universe does vibrate. God does communicate. There is a message in the silent wind. There's always a message if you listen closely. So, some people saying they would want to tell other people their truth over a glass of something cold, something hot, or over food. So if a person wants to tell you your truth, like I said earlier, when somebody, it's ugly, but if somebody wants to say to you, so and so is cheating on you, and they take you out for dinner, or they cook food and call you over, and then as you are busy enjoying the meal, they then say, this is what is going on. So, in so doing, they are creating a good atmosphere. And hence, I was saying earlier, if you hug me tightly, You may feel me relaxing. And the minute I relax, it means the atmosphere is now becoming warm. The room is becoming warm. Learn to read the room and say, now I can talk. And you're not just going to blurt it out, you are going to cushion and say whatever that you want to say. And I may be talking slow through this, but it doesn't even take a long time to do what I'm saying. It doesn't take a long time, especially if in the beginning you know that person. In the beginning you understand what those people love or like. But at the same time, too, no matter what a person likes, the person might be liking a glass of wine, a person might be liking cookies and you want to bake for them. But there's something about warm food, man. There's something about it. It's some of them. These food are called comfort food. They're not called comfort food for nothing. You make something warm. You cook something warm. You take them out to the restaurant and you order them. And you make a person choose whatever that they're going to eat, and you would say, no man, today let's try their steak. The steak is so nice. That way you're opening a room for, obviously steak is not going to be served cold. If it's a beef steak that is well cooked and the person, it's cooked in their preference, obviously, but at the end of the day it is not cold. So there's something, man, in warm food. It's comforting. It is very comforting. So you create such good atmosphere. You encourage a person to relax, to trust you, to open up, and they just might open the window to their soul and let you in. They will express whatever they are going through. It's important sometimes, sometimes not. And this is if you mostly, or should I say, I don't know if it's mostly or maybe at times when you are going through something with your loved one, and your loved one can be somebody you are in a relationship with, or your child, or whoever, but you want to go through them to know the truth. There are people who struggle to tell the truth, and you find somebody being called a pathological liar, not because they are liars, but because they don't feel safe. Because as humans, we don't know where each other is coming from. You might be friends with somebody. As friends, we meet in our adulthood. We meet on the street, we meet at work, we meet anywhere else. Somehow, I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know your beginning. I don't know how you were raised or stuff like that. And as a result, um, you have trust issues. How about that? And if a person has trust issues like that, it now becomes hard for them to open up. And eh, if it's hard for a person to open up, obviously it's going to be hard for them to trust you. You don't know where the person is coming from. So by being warm towards them, they might just open that window to their soul and tell you the truth and tell you exactly what they're going through and tell you, share, their circumstances or whatever they're going through. Mostly things that are hard to talk about are painful circumstances, embarrassing circumstances, anything that is, or maybe that is perceived to not be a good thing. But if you create a a very warm um, place for a person to speak, they might just allow you in. And the main thing, may you be a trustworthy person. Let people trust you with their truths. Don't go and then say, just because you fought with somebody. Now you're using that against them. It's very unattractive. It's so not nice when people do it. They do it because some people say when somebody does something, think of where they are coming from. They might be hating themselves. But now, not everyone has time to actually read through those. Not even me. I'm talking about it, but not even me. Sometimes I'm very human. Sometimes I might just lose my cool and kind of attack. Or if something happens and then I want to retaliate, whatever the case may be. So, as a person, you actually want to say, try and understand where people come from. It's not going to be everybody who tells you the truth of where they're coming from. It's not going to be everybody who's going to tell you the truth about themselves. But if you give a chance, if you create a comfortable atmosphere, you might be that person who people trust with their truths. And yeah, I think these are valuable lessons, man, which we learn as we grow, which we, as a human, also you would want to say, I wish I can get somebody that I can trust with my truth. And sometimes you are assisting or helping somebody to escape their comfortable or what comfort zone, because sometimes people do it in the comfort zone because they are embarrassed to say the truth. So if you realize, I'm not only talking about the truth of grief, I'm not only talking about the truth of if a person is being cheated on in their life, but sometimes just the truth of a person telling you, you know why I'm 10 years in this company? It's because I'm afraid of facing the world. I wonder, what if I fail? I would be thinking I'm going to my next, greener pasture, and then what if I fail? People live with other things, man. People live with other things. So as I say, you don't know where a person is coming from. And maybe that person has, what's this word they normally use? They would say a person has trauma. Oh yeah, it's trauma. The word I'm looking for is trauma from when they were young. Yes, see you later, Kelly Sans. Thank you so much. Thank you. So meet on the same streets of YouTube where you normally meet. I really truly appreciate you being here. Thank you. I hope you didn't forget to thumbs up. Sharp, sharp. So so that is what it is. Create that space where a person can trust you with their truth. Create that space where when you talk about people's truths, you don't tear things up. You don't cause havoc in people's lives. Try to be as, first of all, I would say keep away from people's things. If it doesn't concern you, just stay away. But if you think it's important for you to talk about somebody, try try to be empathetic, man. Try to respect people's spaces. So anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Miss my darling. I appreciate that. Kelly-san saying thumbs up done, and it means much. It means much. I didn't. I thought I was gonna go through, because in the beginning I had said these are the 7 truths about. Um, I was going to say this are 7 principles of truth. I thought I was gonna just run through them within 45 minutes. I'll be done. But it's so nice to be here. It's nice to be here, and I mean, it means much for me to be here with you guys, Hence, I can't just run through things, you know. So we are having a little bit of something warm. The weather is cold. It is very chilly outside, very cold, and it's going to be like this. It's Wednesday today. They said we're going to go into the weekend with this weather. So anyway, yes, that is exactly what it is. It is exactly. So yes, that's it is. That's what it is. We grow up to understand different things. We grow up to learn new habits or learn new ways of doing things. And it is very, very important to be empathetic. There's nothing as attractive as being empathetic towards another person and respecting another person's truth. And I keep saying truth because I said the topic of this video is we talking about, about truth. It's more about how to present it to another person. So there are different types of truth. You can be objective in your truth, you can be subjective in your truth, you can be complex. And I think the complex truth is when a person just blatantly tells it as it is without thinking. But oh, there's another one. They said you can also be subjective, and if you are subjective about the truth, I guess that's where you relate. You relate a story. You say because this has happened to me before, or because I've seen this happening before. So there are many ways, man. There are many ways that you can say things to people without hurting their feelings and without going through circles. And I prefer to be told the truth, but at the same time, too, I prefer to be respected as a human being. Just respect me because I'm human, not because of anything else. Don't be. I don't like arrogant people. I don't like people who are selfish. It's very unattractive. So don't come and be arrogant towards me about the truth. But in you telling me the truth, as I say, I prefer to be told the truth. But in you telling me the truth, look who's in the house. Look who's in the house. I get excited when I see his name. Hi there, brother Experience. Brother Experience. I enjoy seeing your name. There are many ways to be sincere, but sometimes it hurts. Yes, I already said that. There's a part where earlier I was saying it will hurt because it has to at times. It will hurt because, the example that I made was an example of a dentist. When I go to the dentist, or when you go to the dentist, they're going to work on your tooth. It's not going to be a nice activity. I'm saying something that I've already said, but it's just to make a point across to say I will go to the dentist. They're going to go through that activity with me. Um, but at the end of it all, it's for me to be out of the pain. So yes, you can be telling me something that is hurtful at that time. But the fact of the matter, it is the truth. And if I practice that, I will come out of my grief. By practicing that, I will come out of the pain. So if you are a dentist and you're working on my tooth, it will be painful when I'm there in your practice. What do they call the dentist rooms? It's practice as well, doctor's rooms. But it will be painful at that moment. However, that night I will sleep. So the truth hurts. The truth ultimately comes out. The truth has to be told. And that is why I say it is a fact that everybody needs to understand that it will ultimately come out. You're not going to sit there and pretend as though your tooth doesn't hurt. Equally, you cannot sit there and pretend as though you're not going through what you are going through. Whether it is a breakup from a relationship, whether it is a breakup from your job, whether it is grief, whatever that you're going through, you may want to act as though I'm all strong, I'm okay, I'm fine. But your body will communicate and your body will never lie. It will tell us the truth. I'm glad that you had time to come out, my darling friend, and I appreciate you a lot. And I've been here 1 hour 30, and yeah, it has been time has been passing. I've been sipping on something. It's now even cold now, but I was saying I'm keeping warm because currently in South Africa it's so cold. Today's the coldest. It's starting today, Wednesday. We're gonna be going through the weekend with this weather. I don't know what happened away because sometimes when things happen in the Philippines, we only feel the aftermath of it in terms of weather later, or if it rained hard, or if it snowed hard somewhere in Cape Town. Anything that happens in the sea end up coming to us inland. So yeah, it is what it is. We deal with it. So it's very cold. I've been inside today and sipping on something cold, sipping on something warm. It's just that now it's cold. I can even hold the cup from outside. But it was warm. But because I've been talking for over an hour now, um, you've been missed too, and I'm sure we all understand the experience that yeah, with growth comes very many what do they call it? With growth, there's lots of responsibilities that come with. So we know that since we are growing as experienced Africans and many other things, we are busy. We do understand that. We know. We miss you too. You are dearly missed yourself. I've been here for some time. It's been a while now. I see 1 hour 32. I thought I thought I was gonna be here for maybe say 45 minutes, an hour tops. Look, it's over 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I really truly appreciate you guys. And I'm sure we will make time to meet again. Felicity, I haven't seen you in a while, my sister. How are you doing? How's Kenya? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a very long time, my darling sister. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate. I really appreciate. I was just trying to finish up. I was telling people that, when I started talking, I thought I was just gonna go through certain pointers, and in 30 to 45 minutes I'll be done. But look at the time now, and I'm not complaining. I can be with you guys for the rest of the day and we chat and we talk and we teach each other this and that. But I'm really, really, truly appreciative of seeing you, Felicity, still. And Yeah, hey, we have all been a little bit held up with this, that, and the other. But it means much for us to see each other once in a while, to say hi. It means much that you pass by, a few minutes that you get in your day, and instead of just passing by and you stop by, it means so much. It means so much for us to discover the truth that I was saying. My topic was saying we are talking about the truth, but I'm very happy that you're doing great. I really truly appreciate the fact that you're doing great. And yeah, we've been held up a little bit, most of us, for one reason or the other. But we are coming out of our shells, even though it's cold. So ideally, we don't come out of the shells in winter. I wouldn't say ideally, I would say nature doesn't come out of shells in winter. But here I am, we are emerging. I'm glad. How is Kenya today? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it just fair? How's the temperature? Here it's very cold. I've been sipping on something warm. It was hot in the beginning. Now it's cold because I've been here for over an hour 30. But anyway, guys, I really truly appreciate every one of you whoever came and said their hellos. I appreciate whoever didn't get time to do it. I know that they do not have time. We are all held up. We are held up at some point. And this YouTube streets, Kenya is great. I am happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. So yeah, man, we will overcome this cold. Here it's cold. It's very cold today. For this week alone, it has been really truly cold. So just to summarize on what we were talking about, my darling friends, um, love without truth is not really love. I want the person to love me enough to tell it like it is. Whatever that you see and you think I'm not doing right, love me enough to let me know. I do the same, or I try to do the same. And when I try, I don't mean there are times where I deliberately don't do it. No, if I didn't do it, it's probably because you did it right. You know. So if you want to love me, but you have this thing of I don't want to hurt her, it's questionable. Love me enough to hurt me, but not like that. If you know what I mean, I think we are all grown ups enough to understand that statement because the truth hurts the same way that experience said earlier. Truth will hurt you, but love me enough to say, I know she's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna tell her anyway. Why? I want her to be better than this. I always say a, a customer that doesn't complain is a customer that doesn't come back. So that equally means if you're my friend and you never question other things that I do, that means you're not a good friend. Be a customer that complains in my store. Be a person that complains and asks me. So if I don't call, you also don't call. I'm making an example here. Be that friend. If I was not aware that that is how we've been relating, I'm going then to correct what I have been doing. And that is why I'm saying to wrap up, I want us to know that love without truth, it's a question about love. Mrs. Gigi, hi, how are you doing? We've been here for a while. Are you making dinner now? Thank you so much. We've been here for a while. Hey, and we were talking about the truth. And I know that you've been around long enough, longer than me, and you will know better than me. But we were chatting about that to say, love a person enough to let them know their truths. And experience is saying hello to you, hello to Felicity. I don't know if Felicity is still around. But at the end of the day, you love a person enough to be honest with them. You find a place in which to, we meet each other halfway. Express how you feel about me. You making dinner now. Earlier I was saying, even if it takes for you to make dinner to make the environment warm before you can tell me my truth, please, I don't want people who don't tell me the truth. I was talking about how I love to be hugged. That long, tight hug, there is communication in that. Give me that tight hug, sit me down, face me, and say, "This is what's up." That way, I will know that this person cares about me. I will know that, as I was about saying, that be a complaining customer in my store, because a complaining customer is a customer that comes back. If a customer goes to the shops and they feel like everything is fine, or they see something wrong, but they don't do, "Hey BM, hey brother BM, welcome, welcome, welcome." And Mrs. Gigi is saying hello to you, Mr. Experience. So yes, we you want to hear that truth, no matter how hurtful it is, or painful rather. You want to hear the truth similarly as you would want to take out the truth, no matter how painful the extraction is. So if you're truthful to me, you can save me from the embarrassment or potentially any painful circumstance that if I was gonna carry on like that, I was gonna go through. But if you just let me be and you feel like I don't wanna hurt her, then that means you don't love me enough. And that's the reason why I was about summarizing and saying love without truth is not exactly love. It is something else, you know. So, it's not even Mrs. Gigi said hi to you, BM, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for the blessings. How is Kenya for you? Felicity already told me Kenya is great. In terms of weather, how is it? It's very cold here in South Africa today. Very, very cold. We're sipping on something warm. And I really truly appreciate your presence here. It means a lot. So today I just thought, you know what, let me make some time. I have my mic here. I don't know why. It refused to work. It refused to work with me. I ended up having to use these ones. I didn't want to. I've been using these ones. I've used them before. Hi there, Tito. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's windy. Oh, wow. That's different. BM is saying Kenya is windy. I don't know which part of Kenya are you. Oh, you're in the Masai Mara area. One day I'm gonna come there. And when I come, you'll be taking me around. So, hi there, Tito. How are you doing? Jumbo, Jumbo. Kind of what do they normally say? I forgot. So, uh, whatever I was sipping on, it was mint tea, because yesterday I woke up and I was not feeling so very well because of the weather, and I ended up having to make some coffee. Yesterday I just spent my time in bed. I was cold. Masai Mara, yeah, I remembered well. So yesterday I was just in bed. It okay. This weather actually started yesterday. I could feel, and my body was also reacting differently, but today, even outside, it's very, very, very freezing. And normally around this time, the 15th of June, it's more like the mid. We call it the midwinter, the South Africa or southern parts. I don't know, southern, because we share almost the same temperature. We are in the middle of winter. So with this day of the 15th of June, we are in the middle. We know now that we are starting the last stride before summer comes, and then it moves, and then Africa will be warm again and green again, and everything will be nice again. You know how when it's cold, you don't want to do anything. You just want to be inside the blankets. That's exactly what I did the whole day yesterday, thinking of what I'm gonna be talking to my people about. Okay, yes, the link. And I was about wrapping up, but let me get the link for us. I'm gonna quickly grab the link for us. Hey, where is the link? I was about wrapping up. That's why. Yo. So I'm gonna quickly get us the link, and when I say us, you know what I mean. Um, so that we can say. And I hate asking. And all the time I would say, how do I get the link again? What is the temperature now? Let me check what the temperature is now. I'm very cold today, Mrs. Gigi. Okay, now at 17:03, it's 14 degrees outside, and it is partly cloudy, but it's going to drop. This weather says here, I'm looking at the forecast, and it says that it's actually going to drop to around zero this segment. Yeah, to close to one tonight. So yeah, it hasn't been. This weather has been very challenging. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh, my teacher, my teacher. Yes, that's experience. I don't know what I'd do without you. There's nothing I would do without you. You know what it means. Yes, it's very cold. It's very, very, very cold, Mrs. Evie. So whatever you make in there, make comfort food, make warm food, and enjoy it on my behalf. Because it's so cold. It's damn cold here since the morning. Hey, so I did drop the link. I did drop the link, co-host. BM, where are you? Are you still around, or did you go to check the Imbu busy? But it has been good being here. It's always good, to find myself in this space. Oh, I always enjoy being here. I don't know how did I put them before? Because I actually wanted to use the other. I wanted to use the other microphone, but it refused to work. You know, if it refused to work, or I was in a hurry and I didn't want to be late at my wedding. You know what I mean? Thank you, BM. I see that you're still here. I really appreciate. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, it's not warm today. It's not warm. It's not gonna be warm tomorrow or the day after. It's still cold. So I was talking about the truth. And I am saying the fact of the matter is the truth will ultimately come out. So whatever that you're trying to hide, or whatever that you're trying to run away from, will ultimately come out. And if you as a person are saying, I don't want my truth to be known. It doesn't work. It's not gonna work. You only making matters worse for yourself. And I try and live with it, to say love me enough to tell me the truth, because love without truth, it's a questionable love. Love without truth is not actually love. People pretend. But if you love me, again, you're not going to just want to blurt it out and embarrass me. No. You're going to say it in a way to try and build. We're growing together. We are fixing together. And it can be the truth about anything, whatever that the person is going through. So earlier I was talking about the fact that if you saw somebody cheating someone, there's a way of presenting that truth to the person. That is, if it concerns you enough. Because at other times you may say, I don't know, especially in the issues of cheating, relationships, and all that, you don't want to be so much involved. But that was just an example, one of the examples that I used. I don't know if you saw that link, Mr. Experience, but there's ways, many different ways of telling the truth to people. And we have we have ways of doing that. We have, so I had said there's many ways of telling the truth without hurting people's feelings. You don't want to hurt people's feelings and say, but you said I must tell the truth. Yes, I said you must tell the truth, but be respectful at the same time. Be humble. Be empathetic towards another person. You can be honest with me without hurting me. So that is what I was talking about today. That you don't have to go and expose me and embarrass me because you are saying, but you said I must tell you the truth. Yes, I said so. But I also said respect me. So it's what it is. It is what it is. Be honest to people without hating them. Be honest to people, but equally respecting them. We do disagree. We adults, when we are this age, we are very big. We can disagree in meaningful ways, and that can happen in on a daily basis. But speak your mind with the not the intent to hurt a person. Speak your mind. Hello, there. Hi.
Yeah, hello Bella.
Hello, my darling. How are you doing?
I'm great, and you?
I'm well, thanks. I'm well.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I mean, it's always good to see you. I
Thank
have
you. So
been going to your lives lately. I don't, you've not. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't get time a lot like before, but I try. If I miss the live, I then catch up later.
Okay, it's good to see
Yes,
you.
good to see you too. Good to see you
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So,
Yes,
I've been listening to you.
yes,
It's very, very, very good that sometimes we need people to motivate us when we're actually, you know, when we're talking about sincerity. It
exactly. That
it
is
it
what it is.
yeah, it hurts to say the truth, but they
Yeah.
say the truth sets you free,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm.
So if the truth sets us free, why can't we be free?
Exactly.
You know, you might say it, somebody will not take it like, there was a live stream I was on yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like, should you tell your spouse the truth? And I joined in like the same way I just joined you now.
Yeah.
And for me, my opinion is there's nothing wrong in telling the truth.
No, of
Most
course.
especially, most especially when you share the truth, uh, not minding whatever will happen, because it saves a lot. Because when you say the truth,
Mm.
uh, you are not creating room for gossip. When people
Sure,
accept,
exactly.
when people accept you and they know that you are a sincere person, they take you for who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Mm-hmm.
black, you're black. If you're white, you're white. If you're, they already know you. This is you. They can even
Mm-hmm.
stand for you. So it
Exactly.
takes
They're
you
not
away from
gonna
a lot of
paint you with a different color.
yeah. So it takes you away from a lot of conflict.
Mm.
You you put yourself in a position of no guilt.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, you have said it. Whoever wants to feel the way they want to feel, like it's left for them. But for you, you have said your own part. You know, so it's good to
Yeah.
always say the truth. Set
Yes.
yourself free. Set yourself
Mm-hmm.
free. You know,
Yeah.
um,
DM is agreeing to that.
yeah, he is. If I'm doing something wrong, please approach me and tell me this thing you're doing is wrong. Like you said, I think we got closer when I made a statement about you on YouTube. I was trying to correct you, and
Mm.
I did it the wrong way because I did it on a stream. And so when
Yeah.
I got talking to you and I tried to explain to you why I did it, um, I did it with an open heart, but
Yeah.
the way I did it was wrong. So after I talked to you, we understood ourselves. You got to understand that, okay, this is me, and yes, I want to correct you, but this is how I should correct you. And I did it, and I did apologize for that. So, by the way, before I forget, I love your hair. Hopefully, I'll dye my own hair color very soon. Yeah, I love it.
But you already have your color naturally. Yours is heavy naturally.
No, it's not natural. I'm the one dyeing some part of it.
We thank God for that. That
Yeah, so I want to do the whole hair like yours, actually. I've been longing to do it. In fact, I just thought
is it?
about it before I joined the stream,
Is
before I saw
it?
you streaming. Yeah, I want to do it. Um, it's not really something in my place that is easily acceptable. We're
Why?
uh, not like we don't have it as culture.
Mm.
We do, but my people used to dye it. I think it's like reddish, like purple. They have a local dye they
Oh,
do culturally for it. That's my mother's culture. They do it.
are you
So
serious? Which culture is your mom?
yeah, I'll post a video very soon. She's Birom.
Oh, is
She's from
it? Because I
yeah.
know that happening with BM's people. I think it is the Masai
Yes,
Maras. I think
yeah,
they
the
dye their hair
Maasais.
red.
Some of them also dye their hair, and
Mm, mm,
if you want to trace our roots, we come from up north, so we don't know how far up north we've come from.
mm,
But
mm.
we're going to go by our lineage. We come from almost the same kind of place because I also have curly hair, like the Maasai people, and I
Wow,
inherited that from my grandma. Yeah, I actually do have that. So,
that's interesting.
so eventually, that is it. So let me not take us away from our discussion, but I love
Digress. Yeah, we are digressing. No,
yeah,
thank you. Thank you so much for
I actually love
appreciating
the
it.
hair, and I would attempt it. I just don't want to do it in the salon. I want to do it myself.
I did
Then
it myself actually.
if it doesn't work out, then I have to just go back and just dye it black. But I want to try and see how it will be. Maybe try to dye it all everything white.
I'm serious. I
Okay.
can
Yeah,
imagine.
but
I
you're
think you're gonna look good
looking good.
though. Yeah.
It's
Thank
good to
you
have
so
you
much.
back. You've
Thank
not
you so
been as
much.
consistent as you used to be. I think this light
Yes.
is a bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should
Your
use
light.
one.
Yeah. I was actually wondering
Maybe
if
I
my
should. Yeah,
dark. I think because I started this stream while the sun was still shining, I was actually thinking of switching on my thingy. I was actually trying
yeah.
to switch on
My,
my.
my
Maybe I
lights
should.
are a bit too bright and it's affecting the video. Okay, I think this should be good enough. Yeah, not too close right now. So for me, from the first time I meet someone, I really like to get to know the person.
Yes.
Most especially for me in a relationship, if I'm going to date someone, I love it when somebody opens up to me. You know, I had a relationship or I have a relationship. It's not really working, and okay, I think we can give it a try, and we
Mm.
try to move on, and that's me. It works very very well. In fact, I respect the person most times when I get that kind of uh, early
Can you
introduction
see
to.
the difference in my lighting? Because
Yeah.
in the beginning, I was on the natural light this whole
Okay.
time, but now the
Yeah.
sun is setting and I've just switched on. I am seeing the difference. I hope it's not too light. Yeah, it's
No,
not. I think it's
I'm
fine.
actually using the ring light,
Yes,
but I'm using the webcam from my laptop, and I think that's why
mm,
it's not too bright, but it's okay. At least you can see me, I can see you, and
yes, yeah. And my
yeah.
friends
So
can see us too. Yes,
yeah,
so you were saying something very important.
yeah.
Let's do
So
that.
when you are getting involved in a relationship, in a job,
Mm,
in anything that you want to involve yourself in a business, it's good to
yes,
have a kind of trust from people when they know that you're sincere. Sincerity is being truthful. You're
true.
sincere, and yeah, from the beginning you tell people this is what it is with me. This is how I do my job, or I cannot do this, I can't do that. If your employee wants to hire you, he will hire you. If you're running a business and you're selling goods, tell people this is how it is. This is the original and it costs much. I have the little substandard and it costs little, and I have the lowest quality but it costs very very little. So it's left for the person buying to actually decide whether
Yeah.
or whether to buy or not to buy, than you buying the fake quality stuff and telling somebody, man, this is the original, and they buy
Yes,
it,
under a wrong impression.
and yeah,
Uh,
you give a wrong impression, and then they buy
yeah.
it from you, and after a while they go back, and they are so disappointed in you because they wouldn't come back tomorrow, even if you bring the original. Even when next
Exactly.
time you bring the original, they wouldn't come back. So in anything you do, that's the same thing. If you're buying, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. If you are asking somebody out and the person is lying to you, when you get to find out the truth about the person, you will eventually dislike the person. So it works in every aspect of life. Try to be as sincere as possible to people, be open
Sure.
to people. Yeah,
Sure.
sometimes people take advantage of when we are open to them because they
Mm.
tend to use it against us. But the reality of it is
Yes.
that you, as a person who has been sincere, will always be the stronger person because you know you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing to be used against you. So you are already free by yourself. So being
Yes.
sincere is a very, very strong thing. You need to put that in mind. For me, I look at one thing that I'm trying to build. Maybe in
Mm.
the past I didn't have much of it, but
Yeah.
today what I try to build is integrity, and integrity means being truthful. I want to build more integrity than build uh, than gain the whole world even, because by the time you have everything and you lose your integrity, it's all
Mm.
gone. Everything is gone. So just try to
Yeah.
be as sincere as possible, be truthful to people, and I'm
Yeah.
sure things will work out a little much better.
Yeah, true. It doesn't take much to lose honesty. It doesn't take
Yeah,
much to lose trust from people. And dishonesty is the quickest way, one of the fastest way to lose. So the example that you used, I appreciate it when you say even if you sell something, if you're going to tell us, no, after two washes, this
yeah,
gold will be washing out of this cap. I'm making an example using your cap.
Yeah,
If you tell the truth, I buy it knowingly than
that
being
it will
deceived
wash.
into believing. Yeah.
Yeah, because that actually happened to me here in Dubai.
Mm,
One of my friends came in to buy jewelry, and we
mm,
went to buy this jewelry, and she asked, they were so beautiful, and she asked the guy, "Will this wash?" And the guy told her, "If you spray perfumes on this, it will definitely change color at some point in time." She
mm.
didn't buy, but at least, even though she was a tourist, he would have sold to her, telling her, "No, it's okay, it's fine." She would buy and go home. But the truth is that she wouldn't buy next time. She would advise anybody coming in to be careful not to buy, and it will have ruined his market and ruined his business also.
Sure,
So
exactly,
for him, he
exactly.
was a bit sincere to say, "Okay, this will wash, but this one
Yeah,
will not wash,
yeah,
even if you
that's
use
true.
anything on it." So it's
Yeah.
good to go ahead of people and tell them, this is the reality, this is how it is.
Mm,
Buy
mm.
this, use it 3 times, it will be fine. If you use it the fourth, fifth time, you will notice some changes. If I am convinced I don't have money to buy the more sophisticated one, I'll buy what I can afford. You know,
True, true.
people go
Yeah.
to different places, shop for different items that serve the same purpose. So they choose to go there because this is what they can afford, you know.
Mm-hmm. No,
So
that's very true. That's very true. By the way, I've been meaning to appreciate. I can see the iPad behind there, and I'm thinking that lady looks a lot like me. And I look closely, and I'm like, that lady is actually me.
yeah, I'm actually
So,
running you. I'm also doing same.
you, wow. I always say, where would I be without you? I'm not gonna ask
No,
that
I always
question.
do that. As long as I join a live stream,
Yes,
I have like three other mobile phones here. They're just not
yeah,
charged because I just came back from town. If they
yeah.
were charged, I'll put all of them on. I have different accounts so I can always play. And sometimes you just see there are more people. Tedo is me.
Mm.
You say hi to Tedo. Tedo is
You
me.
are Tato. Oh wow!
So
And you know, just shortly before I started this live, I wanted to call you. I don't know if I called you. I
I
attempted.
saw a missed call.
No.
I saw a missed call actually. So
Yeah, and
immediately,
then
yeah,
I thought, obviously, the minute you are not available, it means you're busy. I know you always have time for people, so I
yeah.
thought, mm,
So I'm
oh,
still
that's
I'm
good.
still
Yeah,
trying to sort things out.
yeah.
Hopefully I'm coming back bigger, bigger and greater because
You
I'm making
definitely
more.
will.
No, I am. I stream every day now for the past 3 days.
Mm.
Today I will
Yeah.
still stream.
Today
So
you
I'll be
still stream. Okay, so I will be joining you then.
yeah. So I stream and
Definitely.
I have not gotten the right audience yet for that stream, but I
Mm.
want it to be a stream where content creators can come and ask questions about growing their channel and how fast they can grow it. And
Yeah,
the
I've
last
seen
episode,
you've been doing that. I saw the first part and the second part.
yeah, so I did the third part yesterday. I only did not put the thumbnail as part three, but I will edit
Okay.
it today and make it a part
Mm.
three. Then I'm
Mm-hmm.
editing some videos that I want to put up too. So hopefully
Mm.
I will bring them up and but I really want to concentrate on the live chats. The live streams should be for content creators, and my
Mm-hmm.
videos should be for my normal subscribers. So if my normal
That's
subscribers start enjoying it and they want to create content, they can also go back to watch my content creator live streams. But my live
that
streams
is
will generally be
so great.
discussing, talking about content creation,
I think the internet, the network is distorted. We must have lost experience there. There's a problem with the network, clearly, but we see what is happening. And that is so nice, hey? That is so nice. I mean, we want to see the channel growing. We want to see ourselves growing. We want to see our people growing. Each one of us must grow. So, like always, BM says, one love. Together we can. I see you have a problem, the network problem. It has started, and I understood immediately. I will go to visit my dream country, South Africa, study at Ekurhuleni Arts and Welding School to get knowledge to help the community around me. Definitely. Well, you are communicating to the universe, BM, when you do that. And the universe is listening and it always vibrates back. That is for people who don't say God or Allah. But for the equally, it goes for those who say God. God is listening. I think we still have a problem with experiences network there, but he's gonna get it back, I'm sure. So the universe is listening and it's gonna vibrate back. And the day you come to the Ekurhuleni Artisan Welding, I will be there to welcome you. And it's so close to the airport that you must tell me in time. Otherwise, you just gonna drop out of the plane and then go to the artisan school and finish whatever you're doing and then go back without meeting you. I will be so angry. The day I come to Kenya, I won't greet you. Yeah, no, I think experience is experiencing a bit of a network problem, but we are here. We have been here. Your wish or your dream is going to be
Yeah,
welcome
hello.
back, sir. Welcome back.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you. We can see you.
Okay.
That time
Yeah,
you were
I
frozen.
actually have been struggling with this network issue. I have full Wi-Fi,
Mm,
but I don't know when I stream. I don't know what happens. It's on and off. It's really affecting me. I even went. I bought a dongle today, yesterday
is it?
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to extend the network. I have installed
I
it.
asked you, when are we unboxing all of these buyings? We increase. We never ever unbox.
Let me surprise you today.
Do that. You see, BM. So one day you will, and that day is not far. You will realize your dream. You will definitely come to the artisan school. Let's see which one is this one. What is this?
I
It's
don't know this
shining
light.
through. Yeah, the line is shining through. This is a mic.
Yeah, this is the
Ah,
handheld. This is the handheld
oh
for
my
interviews.
word.
No, I have mics
Oh,
already. I bought the mics already.
I know you have so many gadgets. You are busy creating an empire there quietly.
Yeah, you see this?
Yes.
This you can use for vlogging at night.
What is it? So it has a flashlight. What the hell?
And you
I'm
can reduce
telling
it to
you.
different levels
Yes.
and increase to different levels.
Yes. No, this is, I mean, that's
Then,
amazing, man.
then I also got another tripod. So I have like 6 tripods now, if not more.
Okay, my question still stands. When is the day for the unboxing?
Don't
We
worry,
will un we
I'll
will
unbox
unbox
some of
one
it.
at a time.
No, yeah, after I
We
get
will
all of
unbox
them.
one at a time.
No, the one thing that I cannot wait to unbox is my camera. Sony ZV-E10. That's the camera I want to buy. And I can't wait to unbox that. No, for me, I buy every day. Every day I try to buy one.
Clearly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Every day.
So,
If I
but
say
I have bought this one too. I have that
yeah,
one.
yeah,
The one that is the one that I'm using now is the one that stands on like the long one. So
yeah,
I
that's
have
it
this
here.
one for the desk. You see,
That is
and
that is it. That is it
it's
here.
actually that's the one you're using. That is why the light was brighter earlier because I've noticed that this one is brighter than
Yeah,
this one
it's too
standing
bright.
here.
It's too bright. I'm supposed to reduce it, but the extension is on the other side, so I didn't
No,
want to.
but now it's fine. Now it's fine. That time it was too bright. The
No,
first
because
time
I
when
use
you
this small one. This small one, if I put it on,
mm,
it's brighter than that ring light.
is it?
It's twice. It's twice the price of that ring light. It's so small, you can fit it in your purse. Very
Yeah,
small.
but it's so bright.
Yeah,
It makes you oibo.
yeah. You see how bright it is.
Yes, I can see that.
So it makes it
Brother
too.
BM is congratulating you on all the unboxing that's following.
No, unboxing is gonna come. So I'm going to be unboxing and making such videos. But I needed
Are
to
you
have.
wearing a short sleeve shirt? Is it warm? Is it hot there?
Yeah, right now it's okay in my room. Um,
But outside, the weather generally,
what? You can't stand outside for 10 minutes.
because
It's excessively hot, and it's going to get
what?
hotter towards
What?
the end of this month and
Mm.
next month. Actually, Dubai is not a place for someone to visit during June, July, August. Starting
Oh,
from
is
March,
it?
it's
And I
very
hear
hot.
freezing. I was even telling the people that I've been so cold. Today is the coldest, and
You know?
since the beginning of time, the 15th of June is midwinter in South Africa. It's always
Okay,
colder. Cold.
okay,
So today is one of the coldest days. That is the reason why I had time. You see, I'm wearing a polo neck, but
yeah.
yeah, it's
I
very
oh,
very
I
cold.
like cold. I like
Mm.
cold. In
Who
fact, one
likes
of the
cold?
reasons I love South Africa is because when I see them dress, they dress like New Yorkers.
You never told me you've lived in South Africa. How do you keep secrets from your friend?
No, I
Why are you
didn't
not?
leave. I said I admire. No, I got.
Hello, hi, Tim Tyra.
I actually got.
Hello,
Hello,
hi.
Tim Terra. I actually got admission to study in South Africa,
Mm,
43rd Air School. I was supposed to
yeah.
come for aviation. I think the school has been closed down, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one is that?
43 Air School.
43 years. Where was it? In Johannesburg.
Yes, in Johannesburg.
Okay, I'm not aware of that name. 43
Yeah, let me
years.
check. Let me check. I have the admission letter even up till now. It's in my
Is it?
email. Yeah, 43 Air
So they
School.
call themselves 43 years school.
I'm coming. Let me just, I think 43rd, but the way they write it, let me just check
Yeah.
on Google. It's 43rd Air School.
Oh, what is it? An air school?
Yeah, I was supposed to come for aviation.
What? And you thought, what did you think?
I
You don't
couldn't,
want to come
I was
because.
trying to raise funds,
Hmm.
but it was impossible.
Okay.
So I had to give up that dream.
Yeah, we don't give up dreams. Hey, we just keep them.
Well, giving it up means
Mm,
uh, I would do it in
yeah,
future. I
yeah.
might not do it and be a commercial pilot like I have always wanted to be, but at the end of the day, when I make my money, I want to fly
Mm.
a plane, even if it's for a day. You know, I want
And
to
I
have
want, and I
experiences.
want to be a passenger, even if it's for 1 hour.
Okay, so I got one of my sisters who finally did. She's in US now.
What she did well, man. Congratulations to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is in US now, and she's doing
Okay.
great. So she finally did. We were like three in my family who wanted to really do aviation, and
Yeah.
some things happened, and we got so I was supposed to come to South Africa. I had a friend from Polokwane.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, her name is Tebogo Mbakeni.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're quite close. For a long
Yes.
period we're close.
Mm,
And
mm,
in fact, she was about inviting me
mm.
for the World Cup during the World Cup. I was supposed to come before the World Cup.
Is it?
Yes,
Hey, that
so I
was
was
good
supposed to be there during
times.
the World Cup,
Those
and
were
then
the
we had
good
a breakup.
times.
We had a breakup, so
You
plans
couldn't
change.
come.
Plans
Hey.
change.
Yeah, no, whatever, man.
But
Every
she was
God
my
knows why.
motivation. Yeah, she was my
Yeah,
motivation to want to come to SA.
she
But
was
when
your truth.
plans change, and then she finally got married. So South Africa started becoming
A
you
place
know.
that you don't want to even think
I
about.
not really want to. I still want to. I still try to get in touch with her. I know she's married. I know her husband. I know her kids. She has a daughter
Yeah.
called Grace. We were in touch for a while, and then I
Mm.
think she went off social media for some time. So we got
Mm-hmm.
stopped talking. But I still have her as a friend on Facebook, and I
Yeah.
think on Instagram. But she's not that into social media that much. So even when I
Not
share a
anymore.
message, it takes a long while before she comes online to check it and everything. But
Mm.
she was in school then, and
Okay. Okay.
how we got to meet was somewhere around Big Brother. Then Big Brother was hosted in
Oh,
South Africa. So
yeah.
my friend, he's in Tanzania now. He even actually won that particular edition of Big Brother,
Mm-hmm.
Kelvin.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did an
Yeah.
interview with him. I don't know. Then we were not connected with you, yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, then we were not connected.
yeah,
Oh, we
so
were just about connecting. I remember you telling me about the brother from Tanzania
yeah.
and
No,
about
he's
that big
actually a
brother.
Nigerian,
Mm.
and he's based in Tanzania because he married the lady from Tanzania. She was also in the
Okay.
Big Brother house.
Is it?
Yeah, they were all in the Big Brother house, and when they came out, they finally got married. They have two kids now, so
Yeah.
they're all based in Tanzania now. So, but he's
Yes.
from my place. So we were chatting, and
Okay.
that's how we got to connect. And then we started talking. She was in school, and things were really, really bad for her. She was almost giving up. But being the kind of person I am, I kept encouraging her, and we became very, very close. So
Oh,
when I
I
got
see.
admission, yeah. So when I got admission in SA, she was like,
Yeah.
she's only praying to get a job so she can also assist me because finances were the reasons why I didn't come. So
Yes.
finally, when she was about breaking the news that she got her dream job, bought her dream car, uh, I had and I had already uh, got involved in something else. So
Mm,
it
mm.
became heartbroken, and
Obviously,
just
the life
it
will
has to
move
be.
on, man.
Yeah, so we all moved on, but South
Mm,
Africa is one
mm.
place I would really, really love to visit.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a long time from now because I know I'll surely visit.
Yes.
I will surely visit, but it's a great place. I love the people, most especially, like I said, the way they dress like New Yorkers. They're always in their hoodies, they are always in
Yeah.
their winter hats,
Yeah.
jackets, denim jeans, and then
Yeah.
but just for some other reasons that maybe not good to talk about on air. Uh, yeah, because me, I like sharing the positive, about
Yeah.
wherever it is,
No,
how.
that's why I was easily attracted to you. You are a very positive thinker. You are a person who encourages the good, even when things are low. You will always say, "Push, you will get there." You're one of the people who when I thought this YouTube thing, it's like it's tough. You were there to say, "No, you haven't even started. How can you say it's tough?" So I know that aspect of you,
No, in
and
anything you do, if you just have it behind your mind that if I started from zero, I've
mm,
been able to get one, then it means it's possible for me to get two.
that's true. Look at
So
me now. I mean, I was saying earlier that today I am in such a big and high spirits that I'm making this video. But
yeah,
maybe a few months ago, I actually didn't think it was possible. You know where I'm coming from. So
yeah,
slowly but surely, one step at a time, it will happen one day where I will be able to, like I was doing that time. Every day I was on live stream. Every other
yeah,
time I was uploading a video. But we get to a point where you just go into a ditch and you don't know what happened. And but it was life that happened,
and
so I know I was drawing strength from you. I still do even now. And now we don't talk as much as we used to.
no, you decided not to talk as much.
Uh, it's not like that. But I'm always, what makes me proud? I'm always proud to say I was talking to Experience the day I heard the news. And I said to her, I remember I told you, I said, I'm
Yeah,
called. I'm called. They
Yeah,
said there's an emergency. I have to rush home
to
tomorrow.
rush.
And
Yeah,
if I'm not able to talk to you tomorrow, you must know that in the villages the network is not as good. I'm very
yeah.
proud to, whenever I think of that moment, you are one of the people that I think about. So you can imagine we used
I
to talk
appreciate
on a
that.
daily. Yeah. So when I was talking about this edition of this video, my first point was you have to establish understanding, and that level of understanding and knowing that when you hear the name Bella and when I hear the name Experience, something in my head says, even if somebody says Experience said this about you, I would say, but
Yeah,
that doesn't sound like him. And if somebody comes to you and says Bella said this, you should say, but that doesn't sound like her.
yeah. Because
So
you
you
already,
should.
because already we
Mm,
talk, and there's nothing that
exactly.
I don't tell you. You know,
Mm.
there was an
Yeah.
instance that happened between me, True Mamley, and Josie, and
Mm.
something happened. She did me a favor, and I shared it with Josie because Josie is close to her. And
Mm-hmm,
she's
mm-hmm.
like, "Why did you have to tell Josie?" I said, "For me, Josie is my friend and we're close, and I don't think I
Yeah.
can hide anything from her, you know."
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like, "No, but I didn't expect you to have done that." But the reality of it is that I don't see it like that.
Mm.
If you have done me good and I applaud you, I also want people to know that you're a good person.
Yeah, you feel, when you are happy about something, you want the world to know.
So,
You feel like screaming it out to the world and telling people this is what happened. So she should know. And by the way, you are a personality that when something happens, you just say it. As you were making an example earlier, or you were saying that you called me out on something on live, and I
yeah,
felt like, but why didn't you tell me privately? Because some of us would have done it that way, but you are one person who's so transparent that you say things as they are, you know so
simple.
we should be knowing you by now. A lot of us should be knowing you by now.
Wow, I've got
So
some people check out my channel today. Wow, that's nice.
what time is your live? You said you have a live tonight.
Yeah, just like immediately after you're done, I think Ruth is on live.
It's
Maybe
Ruth
I
on
just,
live. Okay, maybe
yeah,
I'm gonna wrap up the last 4 minutes, 2 hour 30. I don't want to leave it on 26, 2 hour 30, and then I will be joining you on your side. I will
okay,
just wrap up something, just go to warm up because it's getting colder in this room. As I said, the temperatures are dropping now. So just
yeah,
to wrap up and keep warm, and then I will be joining you on that one.
okay. So it's all right. Thank you for having me, dear.
Not a problem at all. You are welcome anytime, anytime. Did
Yeah,
you
I
say Ruth
think
was live? I'll check that out as well.
no, she's not yet live.
Oh, she's gonna go live.
I think she's gonna go live.
But
Okay, let's.
you,
Yeah,
when?
most times when some of them are live, I just don't
Yeah.
feel like distracting. I just give them some small time and then I join.
Ah, you're such
And
a
then
giver.
True
You know that
Mamle
you
was
have.
also live. That one I will run it for her. I
Mm.
couldn't join, but I'll definitely run it for her. I think she's reached her 1,000 subscribers at the moment, so she just needs.
Wow.
Yeah, she
Yo.
has been on YouTube for long. She almost gave up. I told her, I
Oh, is
said, no.
it?
Yeah,
On
that was
Sunday, I was telling Sonia that I'm over 1,000 watch hours now, and she was
wow.
like, "And but you're below 200." I said, "But it just happened,
Yeah,
and it didn't just happen. Effort was
you
put
you
in.
you worked. Yeah, you worked for it.
Y-
You watched
Yeah,
for it. You worked for it. You made sure
mm.
you did your
The
live streams.
playlist also help. The live
Yeah,
streams also help. And at that time,
and
before
if we had been doing this playlist now,
mm,
would have gone beyond this. But
yeah.
just like just that there are some people, even by your subscribers would have gone up, but just that
Mm.
some people are not just realistic. You
Yeah,
click on,
no.
yeah, so it's very difficult to know who is really realistic and who is not.
Mm.
But
And
I
we
I,
can't
I,
question
I still
people.
want to
People have
create
reasons.
another small group for playlists.
Yes.
This time, just a few people, maybe 5 people, 10 hours a day. You
Yeah.
can play 5 days, you will get 50 hours. 5 days, 50 hours.
And
It's
that's a
better.
lot. I mean, that's better than nothing, eh?
Yeah,
So, yeah, I'm sure you'll think around that and we can do that. So
yeah.
for now,
I have some people who are coming up with their videos and they need such support. You know,
yeah, yes.
so it wouldn't be a bad idea if they
Mm.
run Rambo, just like 5 people, make a 10-hour list, and one day we'll play you, the next day we'll play the next person, the next day we'll play the next person, 10 hours.
We alternate like that.
Yeah, yeah. So
No, the playlists really help.
it
Playlists really,
helps.
really,
It
really
helps.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
man,
thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much for
much.
having me. Let me
Yeah.
not keep you waiting.
Thank you so
Let me
much for
just let me
stopping
just
by.
try and see some videos that people have uploaded and then give some comments. Then I can now go on and do mine because I also need
Definitely.
I need to premiere a video today. It's gonna be a long video. It's an
Is
interview.
it?
Yeah, maybe just about 23 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
remember?
okay. I'll look out for it.
Okay, okay then.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much for
very much.
stopping by.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
Sharp, sharp to you too. Okay, so we are at the end of our video. I have been saying, almost what 30 minutes ago I said I was about, in fact almost an hour ago I was about to say goodbye, and my two good friends stepped in, BM experience. And it doesn't mean all the other friends are not good. Each and every one of you have a piece in my heart. um, so I see that you are also saying you'll be saying your goodbyes, BM. It is truly and highly appreciated. Your time is truly and highly appreciated. Tim Tyra also, I was saying to her, don't feel out, like you're left out if you're not on the stream, but in spirit we are all connected. Each one of you means much to me. That is why when I see the name Tim Tyra, it rings a bell. When I see a name BM, it rings a bell. If I see a name um Dine with Sonia, it just rings a bell. When I see Josie, like it's a lot. We are one big family. BM says one love. So we are all in this. I get excited when I see people like Mrs. Gigi saying, I'm in the kitchen making some food. I've got the name of her dog, but I know that she loves her dog. It is that type of thing where, with the truth of our lives, we expose each other of who we truly are. And that is how, when I see your names, my eyes light up. Each one of you has a special place in my heart, and I truly and honestly, exactly, this is so true, ABM. It's better to have two real subscribers than 1,000 ghost subscribers. True people, only two true people makes a difference. So honestly and truly, your time is appreciated, your love is appreciated, and it is noticed. Nothing is going unnoticed. And through the internet, we can see that the world is actually a very small space. The world is so, it's easy to go around the world in 1 minute, because I'll be talking to Kelly Sons and he's in Germany, and I'm talking to BM, he's in Kenya, I'm talking to Felicity, he's in Kenya, I'm talking to uh, Diane with Sonia, he's in Namibia, and I'm talking to everybody. At that moment, we feel like everybody's in one room, and that is what love is. And how about telling each other the truth? What did Sona say to me when she was suggesting to me to change the name of the channel? And that is the truth that we're talking about, that love me enough to be open, love me enough to tell me the truth, love me enough to be honest with me without hurting my feelings, you know. So and it doesn't mean if I don't mention your name, I love you any less. No, we are many. We are one true family. When Naomi came and said, or suggested things to me, I didn't take them for granted. Naomi Hill TV, to show that we are all in one circle, and that circle is only this big. Where's the camera? I don't even know where the camera is. I want to make the circle. It's about this small. And we are in it together. We are in it together. We want to get somewhere together. And it just says to us that the world is actually one global village. So I really appreciate all of your times, guys. All of your times. And those that couldn't be here, um, it is understandable. All that have been here, it is appreciated. One love. Thank you, guys, and goodbye.